days after the reopening of schools for CSEC and CAPE students, one student from the Bartica Secondary School and another from the 3 Miles Secondary School in Region 7 have tested positive for COVID-19. Meanwhile, in Region 9, at the Anai Secondary School, 5 teachers and 16 students are COVID-19 positive. Over at President's College, 8 more students, in addition to the previous 8, as well as 1 teacher, are now positive for the virus. This brings to 16 the total number of students from that institution who are now infected. In the last 3 days, 34 students and 6 teachers have been confirmed with potentially deadly disease, even as the Education Minister Priya Manikchan continues to defend her decision to reopen schools in the midst of the highest case incidence and death rate since Guyana's COVID-19 index case in March 11 this year. There was a whopping 41 COVID-19 related deaths in September and 44 in October. As of November 11th, there have been 11 deaths, essentially 1 per day. The case count now stands at 4,618 and more than likely is an underreported figure and hence does not begin to reflect the true incidence and prevalence of the virus. Despite this alarming upward trajectory of the virus, government continues to reopen the country at all levels. General Secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union, Coretta MacDonald, via a telephone interview with this newscast on Wednesday, confirmed the number of positive cases in the school system.
These figures, even if it's 1, it's alarming and it shouldn't be, because these were the situations we were trying to prevent when the GTU said to the ministry, we don't think, 1, the timing for reopening of school was right, because we did not do enough groundwork.
Lamenting the current situation, MacDonald is adamant that the necessary precautionary measures were not put in place prior to the reopening of schools, as is being touted by the Education Minister. This lack of vision on government's part, she said, has contributed to putting the nation's children at risk.
Or almost everywhere, someone or 2 persons or 3 persons are infected with the virus. We're all suspects. But we cannot leave these things to chances and just decide that, okay, because everybody got COVID, if they're not tested, that we allow the system to ride like that. We have to ensure that when we bring people's children out, we take care of them.
Given the alarming amount of students who continue to test positive for the coronavirus, the GTU official is calling for urgent PCR testing to be carried out countrywide on all students and educators who turned out back to school on Monday in preparation for the CSEC and CAPE examinations. She opined that this should have been done from the inception and not only for dormitory living students.
We ask that children be tested before they return to school. We ask that teachers be tested before they return to schools. But I think maybe we are prepared to have them come, be infected, infect each other, or be reinfected, and then we're going to deal with it after. As far as I'm concerned, this action is very callous.
Amel Griffith reporting for the HGP Nightly News.